And then the next day, as you all went out to weevil practice, not weevil practice, the weevil game, the roar and excitement of this home game kind of, push that little small moment away from your parents' minds. I would love to do a weevil game scene, but I realize the time and I don't want to push any longer without checking in with y'all.
Fine. I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I would be down with maybe just a little intermission.
Oh my god, yeah, a pee break would be amazing. Sorry, that's crude, but my god.
You're fine.
Depending on how much longer you would like to go, since I have to meet with some vendors tomorrow.
That's true. Tell me, you're in Eastern, right? Tell me what's your time. Let me see what I can do.
No, it's
No, like what's the time that you like?
done. 30 latest.
Perfect.
Then intermission would be great.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please go do intermission if you're okay with, and I won't. Was it Tokyo? Nay, if you guys want to like cut it here, and then maybe like your characters like didn't go to the thing, no worries. I just want to check in with y'all.
I'm fine. I don't have anything else to do until later, so yeah, I'm okay. Also,
Okay.
I told someone I would be there. I'm just not gonna show up and just have this man like wondering why he told me all about this game and now I didn't show up to the practice and now I gotta explain to this.
Oh, I was like, wait, you have a game right now? Like, wait, what time is it? And I was wondering, and I remembered. Oh yeah, Miles.
So excited about
I love him and his mom. I have this image of him being like it's like Neville's grandmother, but a complete sweetheart.
Okay, we gotta just bring her on. She should just show up. Just send us all types of stuff. So we can adopt her too. I keep forgetting that Miles is like our age. I like want to see him like this little guy. Just like in my brain, he's like he's just this little guy. Like
He is just a little guy.
He's just a little baby.
I need another player to pick up and start playing and to play Miles as their character. We need PCs to take over these NPCs.
Honestly, I really want Hushcam to take it up because on it they look exactly the same, and I can't. I just anytime I hear them, I know they could play it, but I'm gonna send it to them and see if they would want to play it. They're like running a couple other games. This is kind of imagined how Miles's mom looked like as she got off that broom. Just like looking around, little like stuff around her arms, like that hat that kind of goes back.
Yeah, we have to adopt her. We just have to.
She just all interested in the information here. She sent her kid across the pond. I was trying to do a British accent, but it left my brain, even though I practiced all week.
I need to know this lady. Quinn needs to talk to her. They need to just have a conversation because this outfit, I love it. I would sit next to her on purpose.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh yes, Neville's grandmother. Oh, I love this picture too, though. I love the vulture on top of the hat. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's how his grandmother was like. But she was like mean. I feel like. Is this Miles? Yeah. Miles and his mom.
Yeah. Look at his face. He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Tokyo, you're
He's
so
my
fucking
favorite.
cute.
I might end up playing him the amount of times I think of quotes for him and quirks for him way more than I do any other NPC sometimes.
It happens. You get
This
attached.
little guy.
He's
I'm just saying, if anything happens to him in the future, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna write so many letters you don't even know.
I'm calling.
They're
Corbin.
also
I'll need
subject
to
to the
speak
same
to
rules that you
Starcrawl.
guys are, so we'll see.
I'll
I'm
need to
kidding.
speak to a Starcrawl manager the day that something
Who's
happens
that?
to Miles. I'll need
They want to
speak
talk to you? Yeah, I'm not the manager.
Yeah, give me
Where's
Biscotti.
Biscuit?
Give me Biscotti stat.
We need to talk to you.
He said he's busy right now. He doesn't
He is pretty busy. He's a very important man. So.
Cooks him with treats.
Oh yes. You know what?
I have-
he said he can't do
Recorded,
anything about future
Bitch.
characters and what their roles are.
But what if we tell the chat right now who's not here, but when they hear this, to just give him treats to prove that nothing should happen to him. Chat, if you're listening to this, please just redeem all the treats.
He's gonna deliberately cut us out. Just so bad.
It really is.
No, I'm so tired. After our session, I have to edit this, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep all this in now because it's gonna make my life so much easier to just play this.
I mean, you could always do like you always do and leave us on a great cliffhanger, and then we start with happiness and weevil games, and before you destroy our lives.
Dang.
I was also
That's
just
true.
thinking that.
You could just drop the bomb on us right after.
You know, it's just typical.
We're like, yes, the Weevil game, but now we got to deal with all these demon realm people now.
It was actually a community suggestion, by the way.
Oh, really?
Ah, so chat is who we have
Nice.
to fight. I see.
Yeah.
I love that.
There are a couple different ones. There are things that I've put to in the world, and then some of them I was like, I'm gonna save it for something else because I thought it was cool. So I'll list off what the community has done for this session because I thought it was really beautiful. One parent gets lost and accidentally stumble upon hidden chambers or forbidden rooms. 𝐌𝐀𝐀𝐂𝐂𝐂𝐂𝐿 Spotlight maybe with the faculty and the other parents, the difference between how they are. If parents were former alumni, then one of their former year mates could come back looking for revenge. What for? Up to you. A group of aristocratic vampire parents attending the event. They could be influential figures in the vampiric society with their own agendas that intersect with the school's affairs. Did that happen? You'll never know. Anyway,
Finger.
Actually, no, that's
that was it. And
that's the only one I remember too.
use the
I
event.
shouldn't be in here.
Use the event to explore the social dynamics within the school and broader supernatural community. I thought this was just brilliant. I love the different tensions, the different families, the families who have names, and the families who are coming in through the bus, the ferry, the cab. They're like, well, my daughter's going here now. Let's go see what this is like. Someone reads a note which fell out of a book in the library and accidentally summons up a demon, which starts causing mischief and chaos.
This was a little more than mischief. Chaos, yeah. I don't feel very mischievous. I feel like I've been
Mischief in my way. A couple other ones that I thought were cute that I didn't know how to bring in, and I was like, we'll see. Someone has been switching out one of the characters' work for their own magically. A new magical melody has become quite the earworm. This mystical tune is drowning out everything else, leaving the students and faculty functionally deaf until a solution can be found. I love these ideas. I might still use them all.
thinking.
The earworm one would be good for the school dance, the ball coming up.
Nah, just
Yeah.
guys, you can just give us one good thing real quick in our dresses before shitting on us.
Yeah.
I will say this. That was the plan. Now I have to change it.
Damn.
We got to plan, think of so many things. I should not have read it. It's because I'm tired. I was like, don't read this one. Like, I only read a couple out of the long list I had. And I was like, why am I reading this one? It's because I was trying to avoid reading the next. I'll use the next one for the other one. Okay. Oh. How about this? We'll keep all of this in for you, chat, because I'm also tired from editing. But the final episode won't have this. The outtakes and stuff, I'll like movie magic to like have its own little thing. But for Weevil, I would love like a sports day kind of thing, but what we can do is we will do the event and have like a fun day. See what that looks like, and then continue it from like the next time Miles takes you like for practice and you guys can play. That way we can enjoy the story and kind of end off in like your parents having like a good weekend with y'all. Because if that was the way my weekend ended, I would be like, ooh, that's all I would think about. Okay, let's just do that, like just a game, and we'll start with, it is Sunday morning. The group, the school is now trying to get back into that like movement of game day. It's kind of hard after the stories from the previous day. The parents are also, either arriving to the castle from their stays in the town, or if they stayed within the castle themselves. Rania, your family has their own little area that they have like fashioned into their own room for their wings. A couple family members are staying in the towers, and a lot of people are bunked together, like all the students who have their own rooms and things. Like you see like a couple more room, like it's just a little bit more like lots of people are there and so many more familiars, and with the amount of people that are in the school compared to how many people were in that room, the story is what kind of sends everyone to like, wow, we missed so much information, so many things that have happened, and now this game is happening, and all these students from the other school are coming back again. You see a lot of the 𝐌𝐀� students who've come for the game. You've seen the players that come for the game, and a couple of your own players as well. You have a home team of these students. There is practice for this team that happens every week or so. They're also like minor like year by year teams where they do like little practices, and they like do games themselves within the school. But those who represent a school, those who like train for the school, they're trained by Professor 𝐌𝐴, who is the one who is up. I imagine her as Miss Trunchbull from Matilda, but a lot nicer, with beautiful like hair like coming down with bangs, and like this peregrine falcon, and as they like come to, they're like kind of walking really really excited, but their face is serious, and they're just like, oh righty, everyone eat up, and they kind of tap the players who are going to play. The 5 players are a mix of different ages, but they all have different skills. There is a 5th year who is playing one of the Weaver player positions. They are the ones who typically in a couple of games you've heard, they're the ones who cast a lot of reflecting magic so that other opponents' fires, they think they're going the right way and they like kind of miss, or they get mirrored and they like veer away instead of going towards the goalpost. There is a sixth year who is also another weaver. They do a lot more defensive spells, large walls, hedges, mazes that rise up to the sky, and the other two players, the ones who are agile, you can see it. They're smaller, thinner. They're just the ones who do the cool moves on their brooms and race forward. And the guardians are probably the oldest of the group, or the ones like, if you remember Donnie that visited you from 𝐌𝐶𝐶𝐿, as all these like students from 𝐌𝐿𝐶𝐿 like came to visit. You remember like their brawn, even though they were like, much younger. That's usually what the guardians are like. Sorry. That's what the position the guardians like hold. All of you as a family, like together, they all take you out for dinner the previous night, or they hang out. Like they have that whole sequence of events. Rania, your parents are overwhelmed like with just joy and celebration. Your aunt is feeling much better and she is recovering, and she just like gets up and comes to celebrate with you and then recover again. So they're just like going to eat breakfast with you and go back to recover. Amryn is the excited over like the game and trying not to like hear about like, oh my god, what Rania did. And the game, like, is playing over at the pitch, and it's starting. You hear like the drumming, the band, everyone's starting to play as everyone, like all the players go out to practice, and the teachers start like getting students to go out there. They're wearing like the school colors, purple and green. They're singing like the school song. As you come out there are a music of one second, I'm trying to find the song.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
The
Put down.
the community kind of pulls together, and like they're not forgetting what's happened yesterday. They're just, they recognize it as like the part of this world, and some of them are just like, okay, there's a game, there's this going on, and we're with our kids, we're with our students, we have this full represent, like people are here, alumni of the school. You see a couple of them are meeting each other. The parents know each other. They're also like talking of their old times together, their own matches and games that they've had or classes that they've attended. So the energy is picking up to kind of move forward to this game. As everyone comes to this pitch, there is a goalpost at the end, a circle ring that just hovers in the air, and you see it like moving like slowly up and down as if it's like a little cloud. And Professor Nimrose Merta is doing drills with the players, and they're moving on their brooms, elevated up into the sky and around. All the players are doing circles around the arena to practice. And the away team,
Yes.
The team that is here, that's coming here, the 𝐌𝐿𝐴𝐴 team, they're like coming into the middle of the field and they're doing their stretches. They're getting everything set up. Their professor looks completely different to Professor Nimrozmerta, who's like doing drills with them and trying to like check their brooms. They're doing spells to see if everything's okay, their equipment's okay, and you see like a whistle, like, and they're just like warming up. How do you all celebrate this with your parents / guardians? What is something that you would say to them as you all are walking?
Said walking with our parents.
Walking, with your parents into the arena and like into your seats.
Odette would be like looking around to see if she can find Dominic, while also not trying to make it super obvious to her parents, but she's failing at it.
If you want to do a flight to hide that, but you can easily spot him. He's come. His parents are there. He's kind of sent during breakfast. He sent a little note to you, or he was trying to send a note to you. He like written it down. You can see it, and he like showed it to you, like, but he didn't fully send it out to ask about yesterday. But he waves at you like from far away, just like with like a big smile, and he like points to his like parents, like, we are coming to you, like that.
Yeah. She's gonna perk up like a puppy and be like, absolutely, like, you could almost see the ears perk up.
Oh my god.
She's probably gonna turn around and tell her parents, and they're just also messing with two very young children, like, hear her kind of, and then she just starts running. And they're just like, I guess we're following, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dominic is just like his face fills with like he just immediately gets like shy, like and are you okay? I heard that something crazy happened yesterday.
She's gonna give him an awkward thumbs up and a like bemused grin. Be like, yeah, I'll tell you about it later. It's fine.
He's like eyeing his mom before his mom is like crying. Like, okay. Mom, this is Odette. She's my girlfriend. And he like tries to turn around, and his mom like turns. You see, Dominic has dark brown hair, dark brown skin, and he just like when she turns around, it's as if his face and her face were the exact copy. Like his dad has no work in like making his face, like pretty much like that kind of look.
This was
But
a carbon copy, like put you in a
pretty much. But imagine like pinned back hair and pinned back hair, and she like looks down and just says, what was that, dear? Odette? Hi. Marie, how are you? I'm Dominic's mother. Nice to meet you. What was that, Dominic? And can you speak up? And Dominic just like, she's my girlfriend, like very quietly. His father's at the end, like turns around and comes to shake hands, like, oh, you're Dominic's friend. Hello, how are you?
She is not gonna help him at all. She is just gonna grin at them and like stick her hand out to shake their hand. Like, she's gonna let him drown in this moment just for a second. And she's
It's my
also gonna
girlfriend.
like turn around and be like, "This is my mom and dad. Mom, dad, this is Dominic." Like,
Your mom just looks at you,
her hands.
and she has like this grin that it's like, I knew this was coming. Like she just has this grin of, Dominic, was it? Hi, hello. Your father, however, kind of looks at Dominic and like gives him a nod and just says, "You're my daughter's friend?"
Dad,
Okay.
don't be stinky.
And just like says that and hears that, like just like that feel from Oden. Just, it's been 3 months, and your mom is smiling for like from ear to ear, just, it's been 3 months, and they just like have that little moment of just like, oh, and they come back to like, your dad's not pleased, but he's just like, all right. Are we all sitting over here? And kind of ushers them to the stands. One second.
Scene check.
There is stands all around. What is it, like place to sit all around, like in the arena. Imagine this like, wait, I was trying to find a good picture for this, but imagine this a lot bigger and more height rather than X. You know what I mean? Okay.
Coliseum.
Yeah. This is,
Gotcha,
you know,
gotcha.
yeah. And there's nothing at the center. Yeah. Sometimes you can't find the best picture for things, so we just do the theater of the mind here sometimes, you know. I try to, and it's not 2 a.m. But the players, like you hear the music, the band going up. Cora, Quinn, Rania, Amelia, is there anything that you're doing with your family? Are you coming to sit with Odette's family?
Amelia and Tamsin will be walking in together, and Amelia is definitely like hushedly like leaned over in her ear, like pointing to all of the kids, like giving her the lowdown tea on everybody at this school. Like, that's Odette and Dom. Everybody ships him, but they're canon
Really?
now. And
They
that's
are,
Rania,
okay.
and she's obsessed with demons, and that's Cora. Everybody loves her. She's the sweetest. And Quinn, best fashion advice. That's who you go to if you want.
Really? Oh, okay.
Absolutely. And they're just like, they just walk by, and that's all you hear is just like rambling about everybody.
Okay,
in the
yeah.
school.
Oh, wow. Okay, and you said that their name was Domlet? Is that what it was?
Domlet.
And you don't say it to them, right? You just say it like they're Domlet.
We don't say it to them, but we say it to her.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I love it. That's incredible. Oh, yeah. You definitely have a let's see. I see. Oh, and then there's a couple other couples there, and she just like, oh, what about them? What about them? She just asking questions on all the different groups. And then like the teachers too, on like all the stories, on like their little different quirks. She wants to learn everything and anything as a person completely new to magic. So she's like, oh, and then they just do this, and oh, that was your first lesson? Oh my goodness, he seems very scary, but I think he sounds like a good teacher. Oh, okay, that's a cruel spell. And just like constantly reassuring you and just like feeling like that.
We went in the village, except for reverse, and Tamsin was giving her the lowdown of everybody in the village. So it's just
Yeah.
repeat. I love it.
Yeah. Rania, or Quinn and Cora.
That's walking into the stadium. Her dad's arm is around her shoulders. He's like super excited, like Armorin, and they're both like so excited for this game. But Rania is like mumbling to her dad. She's like, I don't understand why I can't just hang out with Aunt Rihanna. Like, you guys know this is just so stupid. Why I'm even here. And her dad's like trying to cheer her up. And he's like kind of shaking her shoulders, like, come on, it's a good time.
That was exactly what I was gonna say. I see him just like, come on, Ronnie. Look, that was incredible, and I think your aunt wants to salvage this weekend more than you think. So we'll watch this, have a wonderful time, and as soon as you know it, I'll get you straight back to her. I promise. Okay?
Yeah, Dad. And she reaches like in her sweater pocket and just pulls out a like the smallest book in her collection, and she just like opens it while they like sit next to Odette and their family, and she just puts her face in her book like, whatever, dude.
Would be walking in with her parents, and a little bit less uncomfortable for Cora than yesterday, now that all the unpleasant introductions have been made. And Cora's arms are absolutely filled with Team Spirit merch and snacks and stuff that she had brought to give to everybody in the friend group to like make this game a little bit better after yesterday's festivities.
Would you say your parents would be the type to also wear these Team Spirit items?
Oh, they absolutely. Yeah, Vinny would be head to toe. Absolutely. The mom would probably be wearing it more elegantly, like maybe just a little pin or something, but him,
yeah, she's just like has a little pin, has a little scarf, and she's even painted like one of her nails, like the purple and the green. Like your dad has we have a mascot, and I can't remember what it was. I'm so sorry, but the mascot,
That is just gonna absolutely go feral for this.
It was a mythical creature. I can't remember what it was. And he's just making the noises of the foam fingers, and he's just like, he's just ready to like play this game. And you can see him. He's already like trying to get the view. He's like sitting on his seat. Drink with the long straw. Yeah, tiny flags for the home team. You can even see like Sassine's colors like all the way down. It's what was the mythical creature? I feel like we talked about this ages ago.
For a totally unrelated reason, and not because I'm drawing this at all. What is Sassine's colors, like school
it's
colors?
The purple and green of the uniforms.
Is it
right? I knew this.
Oh, wasn't it a wyvern that we said? I know it was like some random mythical creature, but I don't remember.
I think it was what was it, Shani? 1 second.
Two-headed eagle, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was, because that was a crest. It's a two-headed eagle, and so if you imagine Cora's dad's head is in one, and then he like goes into the other one and just like it's like he's doing like this dance, like this very short goblin who's just in a lot more relaxing clothes, but he's just like his half of his face is in purple, half of his in green. I think I know what it is. I think I found it. Give me 1 second. While I find it, please like talk amongst yourselves on what everybody's doing and how like this event is.
I can only see your dad as Danny DeVito. I'm so sorry.
Like, serious?
I love it.
I mean, that kind of sounds like exactly what, it's the Gob Mob, right? Who better to be the voice of the Gob Mob than Danny?
Oh my god, okay.
After Matilda, after you watch it, like
a good example of that, honestly, I just thought about it. When he played the alien boss from Space Jam, he looked just like a goblin, and I feel like that is like there.
Yeah, this is how, like, if you imagine the parents, like how they move around, I just see him and like her with the long nails and the little pin, but a lot better than the parents in this.
Skirt.
Cheetah print skirt.
Yes.
She has really long nails, her hair in like a cute perm. Your dad like has combed over his hair like a little bit over, and like because he doesn't have his like fedora on today, you can see like the shine from where he like used that where the face paint for the game didn't go. So yeah, definitely. Honestly, I love this more and more. It's so amazing. Y'all's parents are so wonderful. We have the like the Valtora's family is just, I just see this as goth like family, just ready, just coming in. Like I think of the Velaryon house and like Game of Thrones just coming in, and then like Quinn's family with the regalness and just like trying to pretend like they are wearing normal clothes. Paige's dad, who's like out of the book of like, and like I think of who was Lee Pace's character again? Thranduil from The Hobbit. That's kind of how I picture him. Very regal, like what is it called? That elfish features, like that's how, like long sweeping robes. How do you spell his name, sir? Oh, this is a perfect gif. And with her mom, who's like this just energy that I love. And then Tam's in here, who's just like, I'm just here to see my kid.
Tamsin's the sweetest fucking adult I've ever heard, and I love her.
Just adopted this kid and just like, you know what? She has magic now. Great. I don't have the picture of the animal, but it is a two-headed eagle, a mythical creature, and you see the purple and green like feathers, and some of the fan merch for the teams, they make sounds. So when you like there's like those spinners that you can get, and as you spin them, the heads of the eagle like squawk out like in each turn. And the game, as everyone like sits down, you hear this large whistle and the band start like playing really fast, drumming. And as the drummers come in, those on the brooms go up into the air, and you hear the voice of Professor Quintus Irongrip come up and says, "And welcome everyone to our wonderful next game with the players." I forgot 𝙀🐀🐂🐴's mascot.
Hobbits, right?
They were like something with a G.
Griffins. I don't think that was it, but
It was something. Yeah, I'll find it in a sec. It was ghouls. The 𝙀🐀🐂 ghouls, and they like you saw the colors of 𝙀🐀🐂 like sprayed out in like a color spray, and then you see the purple and green, and the band started like playing against each other. Like you saw the your team, your school's band and their school's band start playing at each other. They start going around on the ground. You see students who were part of the a dance and step team just start like spinning things and making like all these beautiful designs with magic and color on the field as the players go around, and kind of the announcer, Professor Irongrip, just starts going through the players' names. Sorry, I just need to take a break from my voice. Coming in with our 2 flyers, we have Asher, Sienna. You see like their the names on the back of their jerseys, and you see the Weaver here, Declan, Marisol, and finally our guardian for the 𝙀🐀🐐 Academy, Orion. The players like take their posts. Professor Nimrose Murda kind of flies up on her broom. You see the other like team's professor fly up on their broom. They like shake their hands, and then you see like a visiting like ref come in, open up this magic it looks like a ball that you can wind up, and you say it wind up like 4, 5, 6 times until finally like they like release it all at once, and that kinetic motion makes it rise up into the air, and it starts swirling in colors. For all who like kind of heard Miles talk about this, or have been part of this world, if you have brothers or sisters already in this world, you know that these colors have different points. They go from blue and red and purple, green and gold. Blue is the lowest amount of points you can get. Gold is like 100 points. And then right after gold, you see the blip of black, the color on the ball. And you know that means if that ball, like when you shoot pool and that like the ball, the black ball goes into that spot, I know words, it's like minus points. The players start rushing forwards, and Professor Irongrip just starts immediately like spitting out the fastest commentary you've ever heard. He just starts talking about Asher, Sienna, moving towards like the end goal. Like the ball is at like this color from this point to this point. Just it starts completely surprising any of you who's new to this, how quickly the ball is turning color. You can even see like for those in the seats, you're able to see the color of the ball from where you are, but it doesn't show to the players, so that way they only have to track the ball. And as the flyers are going about with the ball, a couple of the weavers from the opposing team start throwing defensive spells. There are like petals even thrown into the air, just things to distract the other players. Right when one of the flyers, let's say Sienna, was about to get to the goalpost, you see the defending guardian put up this shield, a spell that goes over the goalpost and blocks the point going in. From there, the opposing team takes it up, brings it to the other side. The 𝙀🐀🐐 weavers like pull up walls, just like you've known them to do, and one of them puts up like a reflecting mirror. Right when that happens, the player that sees it kind of crashes into it, and all of your parents, aside from like maybe Rania's mom, maybe even Cora's dad, just like scream out, just oh my god. What would you guys be reacting?
I would give the occasional before she looks back at her book. Like she's excited by the energy around her, but she's like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. But she's like, yeah, unenthusiastically.
It's just she's also not super into the sport itself, but she's mostly just like excited to be doing something fun with people that she enjoys. So she's just kicking her legs and like looking around, just like not at anything in particular.
Dominic is just like up and on his feet, like yelling out as soon as it happened, and he like looks at you like, did you see? Like as if you saw everything, and just like
she's still gonna smile and act like she did.
Amelia's still trying to understand the full game. But she's mostly just cheering whenever everybody else cheers, and she's like, oh, come on, that was a bad call and you know it. Just like randomly.
Tamsin's with you. She's just like, this is a lot faster than I thought it'd be. What is happening? Do you know, have you played this?
Absolutely not. I got a very brief description from Eve. I'm going with it though. Good score, good score.
School. Okay. As you're talking, like more of the flyers kind of whiz by. They're the ones holding the ball, and you see them passing it back and forth as it like changes in color. And right when Tamsin kind of says that, the 𝐌𝌀𐌐𐌊 Academy's team tosses it through the hoop for like 20 points as it like whiz as the purple color of the ball, like as soon as it goes to the goalpost, it was purple. So you just see like Professor Iron Grips just yell out 20 points and a large scoreboard updates. The opposing team starts throwing up spells to start blocking because they don't want this to happen again. You see like more and more like earth moving kind of spells or things like that to just reflect. And one of the spells was just supposed to be a wall, but it pushes like aggressively against a player, and you hear the whistle from the referee, and the player had to be like changed out because you can do defensive spells, but anything that's aggressive like will be penalized, right? So as soon as they are like pulled out, you see Professor Nimrose Murda, who's standing like really really upright and tall, just like turn to the side and just do like a yes and clap out loud, like politely, but just in their face they're happy that the opponent team got like taken away. The points start adding up, like it's getting very dizzying for a moment, but once it's like pinball where like it slows down and then picks up really fast, and once it gets to that end goal, like you see how many points are going in. A couple of the opposing team put up like these blockers so that anytime that anything was passed, they'll like put up a shield or put up something up to get the ball to go in when it's black. And the minus points start happening, and the crowd starts roaring up in like frustration and anger. Even your parents are into it, like they're seeing like the livelihood of like the school, the teachers, the other parents who are here who've went to this school, who've played this sport. The game slows down, and 𝐌𝌀𐌐𐊊 is up by about, there's like a couple of rounds. They're up by I think it's like 100 or so points, and that is when Professor Iron Grip kind of like says announcement to everyone that they're coming up on the last round. There's food being sold and shared like around the arena.
Get your hot dogs! I got hot dogs for a $1.
Thanks to the oh, I'm so happy. But and there's also people like from the village and everyone. Like there's so many like characters in this. It's not just the school, it's so many new people. Anything specific you want to see, and or anything else that you're doing with your family members?
I'd just like to note that while the game was going on, Cora and Vinny were kind of doing like a almost synchronized dance with the team flags, like doing like little cheerleading from the stands.
Just oh my god, I'm picturing like Luna and her dad.
Incredible. Yeah, the dance having like Rita's in the back, just like softly clapping her hands, and the music every single time the crowd waves or like roars in applause, you move the flags in a different motion. He's just pretty much just enjoying the energy that this school has like shared, and yeah, every moment. I can't. If there's nothing else, there are a couple things from the group that who has, well, Ronnie has a brains of 20. Who else has a brains of either 10 or 20?
Brains of 10.
So everybody got brains.
Brains of 10.
Okay. Shani, what was the one you had?
20.
20. Okay. Rania and Amelia, you feel the tension kind of build up all around you. Even Tamsin doesn't really recognize like what's happening because people are sitting up and down. The players, everything are moving, whipping, around, and you can see the ball being passed even above you. The colors are going faster. The opposing team has held the ball for way too long. So now that they're holding the ball and our team has not been able to grab it, the colors are moving faster. And so it's going to be harder for them to get a good shot. Right at that moment, one of the flyers on our team stands up on their broom, pulls the broom up to point their energy, their flight right at the ball, and snatches the ball out of their hands. And as soon as it leaves the opposing team and into ours, it starts slowing down. And with like a whip, like a frisbee, it whips it right at the opposing team's guardian, who doesn't have enough time to push to block it. And Rania, Odette, everyone can see this at this moment. You all notice that it slows down, and it goes through the goalpost perfectly right when the Guardian shield comes down. And as soon as that happens very, very rarely. But in this game, when that shield goes down, the golden hoop does this magical aura of energy that pulls the ball in, and the entire arena fills in with this golden, like, vibrating light. The professor screams into the the commentary, like, we did it. I mean, and excitedly, and the professors like send out like color out of the Sasseens, Sasseens colors, as that was enough points to just get right at the end of this round. all the people in the village like send out like and explain like how you would do for a school game that happens in your area. And the students kind of come around and take in like a full round of like congrats and everything. Rania and Amelia, you notice the flyers that are on your team are incredibly like, you know, they're standing on their brooms, they're doing tricks, they're showing off. And as they're coming like to where the crowd is and where all the people are like celebrating, the weather like turns from sleeting rain to just very dark like clouds, and the rain starts like pouring in, and even with all of the players and the color, everything starts getting muted. All the players like turn into this funnel until like come to the bottom, and the tournament, the match comes to a close, and Professor Nimruz Murda is shaking the other like professor's hand, but really happily, like, we won, like, get out of here, like, we won, you need to take your bus and go. The food and everything, like, it's coming down to this like roar, and people are slowly moving out of their seats. All your parents have, even though wet and groggy and like that, now they're like having to leave and get ready to leave. They finish up whatever they have, and they turn to all of you. And as they're ready to go, there was an extra spray of color, and the 𝐌𝐶𐀊𐐐𝐴 team, like, they put away their items, they like they look up at the sky, and when the color like dissipates, it's not the color of either of your teams, it's just this spray, and it looks like it's not working for a second, and they look to the teachers and they try it again, and it's again like not the color. They try it one more time, and they're like looking at the teachers, kind of rush to where the spray is, like, what's going on. The Professor Iron Grip, any of the like artificery like focused spellcasters are like trying to fix this like this like machine, and then kind of hit at it a couple times, and nothing comes out, and that's it. Sorry, nothing bad happens. It was just a broken machine, and the day ends really well and simple. 𝐌𝐶𝐀𝐴 Academy did win their match, and all of you get to wish your parents goodbye, even though they reluctantly don't want to wish you to be unsafe. Rania, your parents kind of look at you for a bit, your mom specifically, but she kind of lets it go. She doesn't have, it looks like she doesn't have enough information, so she kind of like lets it go, just says, kisses you and hugs you and says, be safe, be good, do well in your exams. Quinn, same thing with your parents, but your parents just like kind of grip you a little harder, and they give you a couple of things from your home, articles of clothing. They also give you a little parcel, a little gift. Cora, your parents have called the car, and they asked Tamsin if they would like to share the car, the ferry, the bus again, and Tamsin says no, they'll be staying another night. They might not be, but they're that's what they say, and they go off to the village and they say a good night, and the portals are called, the parents are sent off, and the weekend comes to a close.
And
How cute. And fun. Don't forget that.
Moms, I'll never forgive you for starting that sprayer scene up because my note taking kicked in and I was like, oh no, it's gonna be something bad. And then you said, it's not bad. I swear.
Can't always end in a
I enjoy breaks from cliffhangers.
I was genuinely expecting the colors thing to be a bigger problem than it was.
Same. I thought it was gonna be
But how long can I go till that moment? How long can I like really like go? Like nobody's saying anything, so I was like, let's keep it going. And I was like, I don't know words anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This
I
is
was just
my brain's
enthralled.
yeah. My brain's like, this is it. This is it, Megan. You got nothing. You got and nothing happens. And I was like, it would be awesome to end this just nice for once. And you know,
Hey, that's exactly what I had imagined.
what? Let me see. Yeah, me too.
On the way.
The hair on her. Oh my god, that's oh my god.
Yeah.
His mother.
So much like comes after game, like like message me who the artist was so I can like credit them properly because like holy crap, that is like exactly what I envisioned for them. Like when we were talking about their creation originally, like I love them so much.
When that's why in the first session, that's kind of how I played them. And I always said to DM Marquette was like, they were like, hey, do you have any prompts or something? I want to practice on stuff. I will post it here for now. For the rest of the crew, they're really cool. They do live stuff, catchy cantrips when I play like a game with them, and they're seriously really cool. Really, really awesome. I think I capture them so beautifully. I love it so much. I want to put this as like I want a place where this could be shared, and I don't know how to do this. Okay, maybe, is it a be right back screen? I want to put the outtake somewhere. I don't know. There's so many freaking hilarious things in this. And beautiful things in this. I love it. All right, y'all who are with the recording, this is where I'm going to cut it off. Maz, I see you out there. Right out. Okay. For all you here on the cast, thank you for having a long game. This was amazing. I missed you all, and this was so much fun, and I can't wait to do this in 2 weeks. I would love to record it because it is the ball. So we will schedule that later. And oh my god, I completely forgot. I already said goodbye, and then could we do like the introductions again, or the exit introductions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Paige. I play Odette. Hey Paige, WTF is my stuff. She, they for both of us. Let's fucking go!
Shawnee, Seamus on everything. I played Amelia this evening. So glad that we finally got a win on the game in general and also the Weevil game. Looking forward to the ball. Let's go.
I am Tori J. I play Rania Von Torres. I am the local brains of the group. And speaking of brains of the group, keep an eye out for Tea and Tomes coming to a Twitch near you soon.
Oh, my eyes are out.
I'm Tokyo, and I'm the sound Tokyo on everything almost. I play Quinn. We both share the she/her pronouns, and let's talk about how we defeat Daddy Demon. I'm just gonna say that we wouldn't brush over it, but it happened. We did it, and let's go, Ronnie, of being big brains out here. All right.
We look smart. You know.
We love her.
All right, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. Thank you. Let's do that now so that I don't forget.